Hi, I'm Cabby Borders. You are watching Imagination TV. If you like what you're watching and want more, check out myimaginationtv.com. The site is filled with my free-to-watch videos and articles. Also, you can purchase and download audios, videos, and ebooks by the authors and speakers you were just watching. Our website gives you the best on-demand access to the world's most fascinating motivators, producers, educators, and authors. So check it out. See you after the break.
Put your hands together for the incomparable Mr. Tim Levy. There it is.
Hey, jump up. No use sitting down. Everybody stand up. Face the person
There it is.
next to
Stand
you.
it up. Stand it up. Stand it up.
Face the person next to you. And I would like to ask you to feel them up in an appropriate way. Now that means massage. Give everyone just a little massage. Get the blood flowing. Let's do this. Now if the shoulders are not accessible, reach for the gluteus maximus. The most blood is stuck there right now. Excellent, good. Now turn around and do the other person to the other side. If you see someone especially attractive, just feel free to run across the room and start doing this right now. Excellent, good. Add a little hip wiggle if you can. Now we're dancing. All right, thank you so much. Everybody sitting down. All right. Before I start, thank you so much sitting down. Before I start, I have a little housekeeping move for you. Hilliard asked me to do this. This is, housekeeping. And what it is this. The person you just massaged, can you guys, look at each other? Okay, connect. It's beautiful. What happens is at Secret Knock, would you agree that there is a connection with people in the room? Yes? Say yes! But what happens when you're out in the shopping mall and you think you see someone from Secret Knock, but you're not sure? What you need is the Secret Knock, Secret Handshake. Am I right? So what you do is this. One person out of the two people, hold your hand up like this, right like this. This is the keyhole. And the other person, hold up your finger like this. This is the key. If you're at a mall, go across and put the key in the keyhole. And if the person doesn't slap you, you're all from Secret Knock. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. All right, so what you'll see over here is I had a phone call with Greg. And for those of you who haven't had a phone call of Greg, it's always one thing. What? It's short. That's what a phone call with Greg is like. I said, what do you want me to speak about? He said, give everyone, Tim, just give them your secret sauce. All right, so cool. I'm going to do that. A lot of people who've seen me at Secret Knock over the years think all I do for a living is crack jokes. That's kind of fair, but not all I actually do. So let me start with this. Can you grab out a piece of paper and a pen, get it in front of you, because now it's time to take notes and do a couple of things together. Are you ready? Say yes? Excellent. Let's do this. The first thing I want to tell you is who I am. As much as I'm the guy who knows the Secret Knock, Secret Handshake, this is what I actually do for a living. I spend my time doing strategy and clarity and mindset for CEOs and entrepreneurs of reasonably large companies, yes? And in particular, I focus on technology, and in particular, I focus on, all the things you can see up there on the measurable results in particular. Who wants some actual, tangible, measurable results from this event? Say, I. That's my pet hate. You go back to your office next week, sit down 9 a.m. in front of your desk, and you say, I was inspired, but what can I do differently? So at the top of the piece of paper, write this word for me. Write actions and underline it. Actions I'm going to take. Is this making sense? So far, good. Heshi's getting it. That's good. All right, cool. So here's the second thing I have to do. When Greg asks me what's your secret sauce, I figure that the secret sauce I give to a company that's doing a couple of $100 million isn't necessarily for you. So I have to ask this question. Who here in the room considers themselves to be an entrepreneur who runs a business of some kind? Hands up. I'm in the right room. Excellent. Keep your hand up if you make $1 million or more. Okay, a little less. Put your hand up if when it comes to your own building of your business, your knowledge, your skills, and advertising, marketing, everything, you have a budget of less than $1,000 a month. Less than $1,000 a month to spend on that stuff. Good. These tools are going to be really great for you. Get your pencils ready. Here's what I have to tell you really quickly. When I look at every single business, can you draw this picture for me? Draw that 3-axis thing. Can you see it? I look at every business exactly the same way. There are 3 axes to every business in the room, yours and the person next to you. Number 1 is traffic. Speak up. What is traffic? What is traffic? Speak. Yell. Potential clients. Traffic is people showing up at your door unannounced, drawn to your specific magnetic fantastic. Yes? That's traffic. What's conversion? So here's how I would say it. Sales, yes, but can I say this? Sales is taking someone from I'm interested to I'm in. Would you agree that conversion is liking my Facebook page, subscribing to my YouTube channel? these things that might lead to later on sales. Does that make sense? And conversion is not only buying your book, but then buying the consulting that goes after it, or the product or the service that goes from interested to raving fan. Does that make sense? Can you see how you need that in your business? Keep drawing. I want to see 3 axes on every piece of paper, please. 3 axes. Here's the last one, Slate. This is so critical. At Secret Knock last time I came here and someone said to me, I sell a knife. I went, that's great. What else do you sell? And she said, I just sell a knife. One thing. So every month she needed to find like 100, 1,000 new people every month to buy her stuff because she only had one product. One product is not a slate. A slate is a list of products and services that vary in price and vary in time. Does that make sense to you? Yes, excellent. You need all 3 things. So take 30 seconds and write down a number out of 10 next to each of the 3 axes. 10 out of 10 means I'm fantastic. I have all the traffic I could possibly want. 0 out of 10 means I'm in all kinds of trouble and need business, and frankly, that's why I'm here. Give yourself a number out of 10 for each one. Go. Number out of 10 for each axis. You have less than 30 seconds because I have less than 18 minutes. Give yourself a number out of 10. While you're doing that, I'll tell you a really classic story, and I want to know if you relate to this. So I was with a business, this is only a couple of weeks ago, but this happens all the time, and it drives me mental spastic crazy. This particular business had a website. Who has a website? Say yes. Everyone has a website. However, this business had decided to sort of outsource their traffic, outsource their creativity, their conversion and slate to an agency. And that agency, whether that was an expert person or a whole business, in this case it was a whole business, was taking $2,000 of their money every month for 4 years. Do some math, how much does that add up to? A whole mess of money. So I said, let's check. Let's see if any of this is actually working. And the first thing we did was we looked for SEO. Who knows what SEO stands for? Yes, but what does it actually mean? What does it mean? Ranking, what does it mean? So I'm going to say this. Hey, wow, this is Elaine, who, by the way, is one of my people who's here today. You should definitely meet her. Being found on Google. Does that make sense? The non-technical. So, but how do you check? So I checked, and here's what we found out. That company that had been taking $2,000 a month had actually not begun the process yet, 4 years in. Second thing, we went to social media. Who here has social media right now? They're on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, wherever they are. Great, terrific. And who is posting, reasonably routinely or has an agency doing that for them? Yes, absolutely, you should, and that's a terrific place to start. However, it's also another way to get screwed over. We had a look at their traffic using something called Google Analytics. Who does not spend 5 minutes every week in Google Analytics? Put your hands up if you don't. Okay, you are all negligent. Sorry. This is the one place where you should be spending 5 minutes so that you know what is going on underneath the hood, or as we say in Australia, underneath the bonnet of your website. Go Australia. So when we looked, here's what we found. Again, $2,000 a month, social media. 2,500 visitors per month, that was good. How many from social media? Any guesses? 7. 7. So this guy had been paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for SEO that didn't happen, social media that didn't do anything. Who here does social media but doesn't feel like they get a lot of leads from it? Yeah, it happens. A huge amount of effort. So that's the 3 secrets I'm going to tell you guys today. How to get out of those 3 spaces. Does that sound good? Here's the first one. My secret sauce. I took Greg very literally. There is one tool that I show every CEO, every entrepreneur when I play with them, and it's the simplest little thing. It comes in a browser called Firefox. So please take note. Firefox.com. If you don't have it, go get it. It's free. Once you get to Firefox, which looks like this, you go into the right-hand side and you click on the add-ons button. Can everyone see this? Yes? Yes? Is this helpful? Yes? Specific is helpful. You click the add-ons button and you search for this one tool, SEO Doctor. SEO Doctor, also free, and I don't own any shares, so don't ask. SEO Doctor, install it, restart, come back, and your browser will have changed in one way. Can you see the change? I've kind of highlighted it. Right next to the URL at the top of the page is a flag, and that flag is yellow. Can you see that? Let me show you again. Yellow. Here is what you want. A green flag. That's it. If your SEO is correct, or at least you have your foundation solid, you will have a green flag. If not, you will have a yellow flag. That's bad. If you have an orange flag, that's worse. If you have a red flag, you're all kinds of screwed. Or if you have a no entry sign, that means you've told Google, go away. I dare you to do it now because there's going to be some no entry signs in the room. The point is, if you can check what the flag is, and you can click on the flag to find out what the problems are, see how it actually lays out the problems? then you can get your SEO right in moments. Does this make sense to everybody? Is that a helpful tool, yes or no? Excellent. Let's move on to the next piece of secret sauce. That's a green flag. That's my site. Moving on. 18 minutes, Greg. I'm doing it for you, buddy. Here's the next piece of absolute essential secret sauce. When you write your blog posts, when you write your Facebook posts, when you make videos, when you make content, you've got to be thinking one of two things. Either, what do I want, or what do you want? Does that make sense? What do I want means that I've created a website, I'm doing social media based on what I want you to know. That's what's useful to me. I want you to buy my stuff, so I'll tell you about my stuff all day long. But when you're reading in Facebook, when you're reading a blog post, what do you actually care about what I want? What you care is about what I give. Is this making sense? Okay. All content is about what can you give. The more you give, the more you what? It's absolutely true, and it's true on social media and online as well as anywhere else. If you can generate content that is a giving situation, then you will get traffic, conversion, leads, business. Does that all make sense? So I want you to do the favor at this next thing for me. Get out another piece of paper, a separate one. You're going to give you 30 seconds, and I want you to write down the answers to these couple of questions. What is your give? What is your secret sauce? What do you like to talk about that other people ask you about? What do people ask you all the time and want your help with, as opposed to what you want to sell them, right? What is your give? You've got 30 seconds. Write down 3 things. Go. What is your give? What is your give? Okay. Give me one give from the audience. Hands up. Who's got a give for me? Something that I would love to hear from you. One give. Yes, Scott. How to raise money. Is that helpful? Absolutely, that's helpful. Thank you, Scott. Another give from over here. How to save money. Also helpful over here. How to start a nonprofit. Helpful over here. Yes, up the back. Go. So a success on radio and television is what I would say. Free advice is the offer. The give is to give the advice away immediately without having to ask you. Yes. Mentorship, another free offer. Is this making sense to you? I have to move on because I'm giving my wind-up call. So here we go. Here's the last secret sauce. Oh my goodness gracious me. Who here lives their life with what I'd call passive traffic? Passive traffic is, I put out my website, I do my direct mail, I go on the radio, whatever, and I wait for people to call. Who waits? Who here waits? Most people wait. I know this is the case. But here's what you can do. You can say, I will drive traffic. The old way of driving traffic was to get advertising through, say, magazines, radios, newspaper, television. But would you agree that's expensive? Too expensive for the money that you have? Yes? What if you could drive, for example, 3,000 or 4,000 people to a single post for, say, $20? Would that be helpful? This is how you do it. This is Facebook. Everyone's seen Facebook? This happens to be my page. This is a Facebook post, and that happens to be a give, which is a video. What's the most important number on the bottom of that page? Right down there. Likes. 3,665 likes. Who would like that? Yes or no? Yes. Here's how you do it. You use an engine called Facebook Boost Post. It is stupendously easy. And you can see that that happened to cost me $23. I got 14,000 people keyword associated to my business and in the areas that I do business in. Does that make sense? And I got it for $20. 40 of those people went to my site, some of whom actually bought something, booked something, got in touch with me. Is this making sense? 15 people decided to like my page, like it forever, and the rest of them engaged in the post, actually made it click. Can you see how if you just did that one thing every week, it would change what you're doing? Yes or no? Yes, for most people in the room, and it's affordable. Here's another one for people who have deeper pockets. This is interesting. We did this campaign in Pinterest. Who's active on Pinterest right now? Not so many people. Pinterest is amazing, and because it's new, it's inexpensive, but here are the key numbers. We drove 2.46 million people to a graphic, of whom nearly 4,000 people went to a web page, of whom in 7 days we had doubled sales for that company overall for $600. In fact, we did it for about 200, and then we just left that sucker rolling, and if you look at the traffic, it started to increase. Does this make sense? Are these tools you can actually use? Are they tools you can actually use, yes or no? Everyone here can do this. It is not hard, and it's not expensive. Here's the last thing. See down the bottom where you can't read that either? Yeah? So I spend my time doing strategy and consultation and teaching CEOs of reasonably large business. But when I come to a place like this, I love to do that for free. So if you'd like to hang out for half an hour while we're here in the next 2 or 3 days, come find me, email me, phone me, just crash tackle me to the ground. I don't mind. I'm Australian. I'm used to that kind of stuff. And we'll hang out and see what I can do to help. Greg, where are you, buddy? my friend, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Hope I gave good value today, guys.
Hi, I'm Cabby Borders. You are watching Imagination TV. If you like what you're watching and want more, check out myimaginationtv.com. The site is filled with my free-to-watch videos and articles. Also, you can purchase and download audios, videos, and ebooks by the authors and speakers you were just watching. Our website gives you the best on-demand access to the world's most fascinating motivators, producers, educators, and authors. So check it out. See you after the break.